Alright. We have reports of missing persons cases in several cities. Even after careful investigations, the police have yet to find any clues. I do enjoy that we still get these little blurbs as the loading screens.
Maybe we can spend some grumbits to upgrade our suit.
And apparently I have enough grombits to upgrade our suits, so let's actually take a look at that. Not weapons. Talents is what I'm looking for. I've got 6, so I could get... You know what? Yeah, let's just have it so that everything's been increased by 2 at this point. Let's see. And I've got 400 of these, so I could upgrade these also. That might not be bad. Oh, right. That's right. I want to get this, actually, because I want this to start doing more damage. And I want it extend the transformation duration. Right. Oh, well. I spent things early. Anyway. We need to now go head out and... There's actually something at the harbor we can do. I found out that, that weird object that the guy had lost, we actually already picked up. So, we can go turn that in. You know, after a elevator ride with, honestly, I do enjoy the music in this game. This is good, calming music right now. You know what, let's also see if there's anything in here to deal with. Nope. Alright, well. We are going to need to head back over to Noctis, but first, let's head on over to Harbor Town, because, yeah, there is a thing we can do in here. Probably only one thing, but still, that's something. High definition, I guess. And we apparently craft some new things, so, that could be useful. Alright, where are you, guy? I know there's no more fighting for us in the tournament. We took them all out last episode. Here you are. Oh, it's you again. What's that familiar smell on you? And the buzzing sound. Right, I got it. It's the stuff I lost. And you found it for me. Wait, what do you mean? Right, there's no mistake. You have the mysterious goods. How did this guy's stuff end up in Factio Pugny's freighter? How strange. I need to be able to read really bad. Ugh. Person who throws objects is this guy's name, I also just noticed. Thank you so much, miss. Miss, I remembered something when I smelled it. I got this from a black market owner. Don't tell anyone about it. Here, take this as a token of my thanks. Just keep finding more of my lost stuff. And keep it a secret for me. Okay. We got an advanced crypto key, 300 credits, and some grumpets. Ah, thank you, girl. Oh, I forget what to thank you for. Anyway, I just want to say thank you. You know, his name is someone who throws things. Really, I think his name should be more of someone who forgets things. Also, there's a Cybernecker right there. Oh, and there's actually a lot more here that I can open up. I really should be using that more. I think I read that one already, though. You know, I'm just going to go around here and do this pulse, because I forgot to do this before. And what do you know? Hover ring. Yet another item we can get. Ooh, there we go. No. Okay, we read that. That's the thing about the guy's pulley leg just sort of disappearing. Yeah, well, let's take a quick look. Yeah, we looked at that. What is... Vintage doll, that kind of looks like Edgeworth pointing. Wait. No, it doesn't. It just... The coat and it being small is what made me think that. Wow, there is a good amount of stuff I forgot to check for. Well, now I know next time to, just keep doing this. Pretty sure I read this. This low-budget, lousy movie was a box office flop when it released, but the Mechanica virus saw it turn into a legend. Okay. Alright, I also have a dedicated walk button, and even more stuff that I somehow missed. You would have thought I would check the dumpster first, wouldn't you? Oh well. Even more stuff, and now we have properly looped. So we can actually exit, finally. No Mr. Boxing. I'm glad the scan doesn't take that long to do, at least. Alright. To the ROM shop to see if they can fix this. So that, you know, maybe we find out a little bit better of what happened. Alright. Let's hope something interesting is on this ROM. Alright, I also changed Anne's casual clothes. Came around the corner first, I didn't mean to. Alright, I think I've talked to basically everyone here already once before. And... okay, yeah, we did that. Map. Map is what I want. Just to check, are there any other quests here that I see? Which, no quests, no events that I can see. Side quest progression still not complete for those. So there's some side quests I still haven't done. Oh, a coincidence. Can't find any rich people in your hometown. And I had trouble blending in when I was in Scout. Okay. Here we go. This is the ROM shop. Let's talk to him. Hello? Hi. Could you fix this ROM for me? Sure. Okay, here's the ROM. Please, fix it. Wait a second. Well, I guess we're getting that fixed easily enough, I guess. Well, what do you want to say? Just tell me, okay? Ayane, leave it to me. Hello, we want to know how the ROM is. I fixed it, but... what's wrong? The ROM has been modified. Go check it out for yourself over there. Modified? I see. Thanks for fixing the ROM for us. Sure. At least we've made progress, finally. Well, let's see what's... yep, let's see what's on with this. I assume all ROMs play with this, or play this, because this is seeming like an OS at this point. Okay, we were there. We were definitely there. Wait, isn't that the doctor's
This
lab?
place in the ROM. Isn't it Alan's lab?
Yeah.
When did Ryan visit Doc's lab? He never told me he did.
We've been fooled! I told you he was full of secrets.
Let's not get carried away. We'll ask him first.
Well, time to go talk to the doctor, but let's see. You know, about ROM Shop. What kind of ROMs do you have? I sell experiences. Sound, touch, smell, and feelings. A ROM is a recreation of, or fabrication of reality. It depends on how you think of it. How can I experience it? Buy a ROM from me and use it in that machine over there. As you may have guessed it, I'll sell it for a high price. Gee, thanks. Well, I do want to double check what ROMs you have. I might get those later, but... Okay. I'll look at those later, like I said. For now, looks like we need to go talk to the doc, because, he apparently knows about our brother. Also, can I actually go more to the left here and I didn't realize it? Nope. I can't. It is still blocked. Okay, well. Back to home. And it is always perpetually raining. It's kind of weird how it is perpetually raining, actually.
We've got a situation, Anne. Someone took the girl you brought back.
Oh, right! I was supposed to go talk to him about that. Man, part of me wants to just reload my save file and, see if I could do something with that. Because, yeah, I forgot about that. Not like I did much yet. I did do all that stuff in the harbor, but, like, that would be easy to redo. Oh, hi. And have you heard? A bunch of strange people came to your place. Are Holtz and the others okay? Well, let's go check, because I feel like this is a little bit more pressing right now. Who were those people? Looks like an adoption agency. Adoption agency? They had the child's ID and birth certificate, so I had no reason not to let them take her. Like they already knew the girl was here. Have you watched the video ROM I gave you? It's really something. Any news on Ryan? I got his location in Harbor Town. He must have gotten in trouble again. I'll find him as soon as possible. When will he learn to grow up? If he's like you and Nakamura, I wouldn't worry so much. Let me know if you get any news. Okay, well, you're taking this awfully calmly. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to need to see if I can make a separate save file so that I can check that later. Or, you know what? When I transport, I should be able to test that. Alright, well. Oh! And that looked like there might be a side quest open now. Alright. I like side quests. Now, it's a lot of loading screens today. Because if I can save and go check, I want to at least see if anything would have happened. So, to the closest save point that I know of. Waiting. There we go. I do enjoy that you can run around in the elevator while it goes up. Alright. Detour time. Use computer to save. Yes, I can. Alright. Well, with that... No, not database. No, not main menu. Are my only options main menu or desktop? Or it's because I keep on hitting circle instead of X. I blame playing Xenoblade for that. They've got confirm and cancel inverted from what this one is. Alright, well, let's head over here. And there might not be anything if I go over to Margarita earlier. Margaritia. I've already forgotten what its name is. Hey, I could go spend bits properly now. I just realized that each time you load here, the elevator is probably starting on floor 4 so that it doesn't have to go up or down all the way when you first call it. So they actually might be moving the elevator each time you call it. That would be kind of neat. Alright, we're going down here to see if anything happens. Because if something does happen when we head down here, then I might just be redoing what I did with that ROM so that, yeah, I get it. Also, those were clearly not adoption agent people who picked... Oh! Yes! This is something new.
Target retrieved. No abnormalities. Ready for transport.
Well then. This is different. Oh, we get here...
Why are they here?
Let me ask my dad.
That... was... okay. Okay, so you get the same thing. Okay. Oh, and I didn't notice that there's... Oh, wait, that's not a quest. That's his face. Okay. Well, let's see if Nakamura actually says anything while we're here. Nope, just the, hey, help me out on the bar. Alright, well... I guess... really not much, then. Why is this blinking blue? That seems weird. Okay. Well... Oh! I didn't even realize I could examine this. That's neat. Can I actually go into the... Nope. I can't go into the water. I can go down the dock, but not into the water. Alright, I don't think that's going to really change anything, so... back to the main menu and to that proper thing, so I don't have to redo the bit I did in Harbor Town. That's on me for forgetting. It has been a week. Friends of Scott have the right to enjoy life planning services. Just submit a request and you too can live the life you've always wanted. Okay. Well, let's head on down. Also, actually... Oh, it's just going to show me that map. Oh, right, that's how you get to the map faster. Here's me forgetting that already. Oh, nice. As I move, it does still show all the things you can interact with. But you can't interact with the ones on those other floors because I guess you never actually are able to go to them. Now that I'm here... Yes, there is a side mission now. Any new side missions over Noctis? Nope. Well, this might unlock that other one. Not from you. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't be running in the middle of the road. Trucks think that's a bad thing. Ooh, what's this? Contribution of the original founder of the Tithias group. Whatever, the word's gone. Or it's right here again. The digital sign mentions it was the celebration of the first generation of the Tithonus gravity enhancers. I do not know why I have such a hard time reading some of the names in this game. Levitating box. Turn while citizens and time pass by. Don't get dizzy. Ha! How's my big toy look? What's that crap? Even those thugs in Scout can make this. Unlike you, I'm going to become a master mechanic and make an awesome robot that can destroy your toy. Okay. Well, I guess at least it's good the kid's got dreams. Ooh, you've got dialogue? Nope, I've talked to you already. Where is it from here? Backwards behind me. Ooh, but... got a time calculator, also known as a watch. Are you telling me the side quest is... No, it's got to be up that other road. It can't... Or not? What? Oh, wait, there I am. Down this back alley. Okay, I misread the map. So down this. Nope, I got that done. Ooh, but I didn't get this. Alright. Huh? Hey, miss, I'm the AD, the manager for Killer Templar. I remember you. Are you interested in joining our company's annual special ROM recording? We're really understaffed. Hey, darling, I think our agency got this man's request mail. Huh? Are you from the agency? I knew it! You sure have a unique vibe. Well, I've been troubled with the contents of our company's annual ROM. We didn't get Mion's portrait right for the ROM this year. To make matters worse, Killer Templar is nowhere to be found. Our company is already struggling to make ends meet. If we can't get performance money from Killer Templar, the company will soon go bankrupt. Miss, will you help me find Killer Templar? Yeah, sure, why not? I want to do all the side quests. I'll help you. Tell me more about the disappearance of Killer Templar. Okay, the fate of our company is now in your hands. I'll tell you everything I know. Apollo, the lead vocalist of Killer Templar, changed his style not long ago. And with my help, the band became so popular it gained lots of new fans. That made Apollo, the singer and producer of the annual ROM, responsible for the whole project. But since then, he disappears every few days. We were about to record the ROM, and he vanished again. Oh, I forgot to mention his bloody partner, the guitarist, Oedipius. I caught him accepting private jobs a couple of times already. I highly suspect that he asked Apollo to perform with him. I see. I'll help you find Apollo. Trace the lead singer. Which, I actually now have a marker for that, it looks like. And we got an arcade. You know what, sewer guy? No, you're still asleep. You've been asleep for days after I gave you that, Okay, more over this way. After I gave him that cake at the beginning of the game. Nope, not this way. It is up. Okay. Mind your own business. Fine. Down this way. Okay. I was just on that side of this. What? Oh! I can use these sewers. I didn't know I could go into the sewers. Oh, now this is, this is not, proper attire for the sewers. Oh, hi! Boss! What brings you here? Who are you? Are you happy? Yep, boss. What happened to your head? It's cosplay. Harpy, do you think I have bad eyesight? Or that you can easily fool me? Manhole cover is too small to fit your head. How about no more lies? Don't... Boss, I'll tell you the truth. Just don't abandon me, please. You're the only one who'd help me in my darkest times. Just tell me what happened. This is how I always looked. I don't remember too much about my parents or my past. Since I was little, everyone always looked at me funny. They put me in a zoo for show. They weren't treating you like a person. You were but a tool to them for earning money. I took my first opportunity to run away. I couldn't stand living like that any longer. So, I used my head to wander the sewers throughout the city, in search of garbage for food, when I'm hungry. And then, I met you, boss. You brought me a cake. I've never eaten a cake before. Can you imagine how wonderful it was? The sweet cream, the nice smell of cheese, that flavor miracle, I think you're getting off topic. I made up my mind that I must repay you, boss. It was you who helped me find purpose in life. Just call me if you need any assistance. Don't worry, I may look a little different, but I've never done anything bad. Except searching the garbage for food when I get hungry, occasionally scaring a cat away. I rode someone's bicycle once and put it back in another spot. Are you telling me the truth? Yes, I am. If you're lying to me, I'll never talk to you again. Anyway, given your current circumstances, I've come up with an idea that may help you find a decent job. Perhaps you can help Raymond gather some intelligence? Really? I can't believe my ears. Yes, but there's something I must do first. I'll help you later. Will this be the turning point in my life? Thank you, boss. I'm Ann Flores. Sure, boss. Stop calling me boss. Okay, I wasn't expecting to speak to this guy or for his head to be a manhole cover. Boss. Will you just stop calling me boss? Okay, boss. Did something happen recently? Yep. There's a powerful guy who was also released from that place. But I don't like him. He wanted to control others' bodies and occupy their minds. He also kept mentioning how he wanted to get bigger. He wasn't planning to dominate mankind, was he? No, I can't let him get the better of a good person like my boss. I must find my buddies to stop him. Wait, are you basically the hint system in this game if we ever lose track? Or maybe not. Maybe it's just random gossip. I heard lots of bad things about President Karate Jane. When I first moved here, I thought he was a good guy, and the citizens were living good lives thanks to him. But now I realize they don't like him. It's like we're trapped here, living the same day over and over, based on his schedules. Reminds me of the time I was imprisoned. So, should I leave? Okay, do you have just lots of random things? Did something happen? Yep. Okay, we already got this one, so maybe he only has those 2 things. Well, okay. That was an interesting find, to say the least. And that's all there is in this manhole cover. Okay. Well, I can get this at least. But how? There must be another alleyway down there that I missed. Because it is saying that it's down here. But I can't go. It's like right in here. Yeah. There's got to be a door that I'm missing or something. $30 meters. I get farther away when I go up that way. Let's just look at the map. Okay, it doesn't tell me. Oh. Okay, that's weird. Why is it telling me it's here? Okay. That's very weird. Well, we're going to go do the side quest now. Ugh. Oh well, I should have just checked the map from the get-go. That's on me. Also running in the middle of all this traffic. Back to Noctis City, which this makes me think this side quest might count as the side quest progression for both? Or it might unlock a side quest in Noctis. Alright. So you're right here. Okay. Call me Oedipus. Do you like my performance? Ha! Oedipus? Apollo's son? What? Louder. I can't hear you. Oedipus, you remember a killer Templar, aren't you? Oh, beauteous one. Do you like rock music? I'm here to find Apollo, per your manager AD's request. That jerk. What? AD's a bastard, I'm telling you. He's been exploiting us all this time. He forced us to perform non-stop, even asked Apollo to write 200 songs a month. Apollo, he's been acting quite strange lately, saying some nonsense like, follow my heart, 666 is guiding me. I hope you can find him. I want to perform with him again, but not for AD. Do you know where he might be? Oedipus turns his head and lowers his eye. He ponders for a moment before lifting his eyes. I might. Since we teamed up, he often visits a romp shop around here. But I'm not getting along with the owner, so I couldn't get anything out of him. Got it. We'll go talk to the owner. We seem to be on good terms with him. He fixed our romp for us without really any question, which... Actually, now that I think of it, that was kind of weird, wasn't it? Examine. Oh, right. Just telling me about romp stuff. About Apollo. Hello. May I know if the guitarist Apollo of Killer Templar came here? You know him. I've been sent to find him. His partner said he came here. Yep, he did. When? Did he mention where he might have gone? And... Slow down. He doesn't want to be found. He asked me to give this to the person who asked for his whereabouts. What's this? His memories and his feelings. Oh, we got Apollo's heart. Okay. So here he is rocking out. What happened to Apollo? Songwriting has been tormenting him, so he'd often hide in that machine. Where is he now? I don't know. We're just business partners. I don't keep him in my shop. His business partners? He provides memories, and I use them to make products. Thus, his memories are no longer intact. He discarded what he didn't want. Now, he's not himself anymore. The Apollo we know is no longer in that body. Darling, how strange. Why would someone sell their memories? Looks like the Apollo AD wants us gone. We should go back and tell him. That's kind of actually disturbing that you can do that. Just erase your own memories like that by giving them away? Let's be honest, there are definitely some things we all would like to erase, though. Well, let's talk to you. Okay, you just keep screaming to call you Oedipus. Oh yeah, that's 100% of they're done. So yeah, this is finish up the side quests, I guess. So we definitely must be nearing the end of this. Let's see if we managed to get there today. Alright, yeah, new weapons can be crafted in the workshop, but that's not what I want. What I want is to talk to AT to tell him, yeah, you're screwed. Well, he's still asleep there.
Huh?
Got any news about Paulo? I think he's gone crazy, or I think he's dead. I'm going to say gone crazy. I'm pretty sure he's still alive, but I think he's gone crazy. The ROM shop owner of Noctis City told us that Apollo has been acting strangely, always hanging out in the ROM playing machine. I think he's gone crazy. There's no way he'll recover. No! That means Killer Templar is going to disband. I should have thought this day would come. Take this. It's their latest track. Well, technically, their last one as well. Maybe I make this song popular by naming it Rockstar's Last Song as a gimmick. Then I'll make a fortune. Thank you. See ya. Okay. Got Grombits, Advanced Crypto Key, and Achievement Unlocked, Woman on a Side Mission. So yes, that means I must have completed all the side missions. So it is time for us to go pay the doc a visit. Actually, you know what? It said I can craft new weapons.
Okay.
Let's dismantle first. And let's see if we can craft any weapons. We need some of those weird bars to craft them, but they look like they would actually be a increase. But I would need to get those items. Shop is also developing weapons. Why is this girl's family info mixed in with a bunch of weapon development info? Yeah, she's probably becoming a living weapon, let's be honest here. Alright, well, I don't know how to get those things, so we're just going to go ahead and progress and give the pay the doc a visit. Sell used wares. I could sell some of this stuff, but kind of don't want to. Instead, it's time for us to head down and can I actually do some backpack? Yes. Oh, I only have one of those left. Ooh. That's good to be aware of. Alright, I need some more bear paws. Because Man, I went through a lot of stim shots last time. Even though I beat the boss and whatnot, I had a hard time fighting that double-armed monstrosity. Alright, Alan. You've got some explaining to do. Also, there was...
So, I bet that's no coincidence.
Yeah? Oh, hey, it's you. Do you want to open the virtual testing space? No, I don't have time. Where's the dock? Closing the virtual testing space's entrance. Searching for Anne Doyle's coordinates. Search failed. Search failed. Search failed. Okay, you can stop. Alright, that's all he says. Nothing in here. Battery level is low. Please recharge. You have been absent for 5 hours, 43 minutes, and 6 seconds. You have 73 app notifications, 102 system messages, 0 SMS, 1 mail, and 2 missed calls. Cloudy. System crash. The good news I've improved the stability of redacted, reducing redacted possibility of data loss by a staggering 0.3%. A huge breakthrough. What was I trying to do in the first place again? Ah, that's right. I need combine blank with blank. We're almost there. Okay, so these have actually been updated. A third attempt at combining the Grom system with a combat simulator. Errors. More errors. It was sunny today? Well, it's getting dark, so there's no way to tell. I'm not in the mood to look at code. Should get that prosthesis replaced. There's a sale at the mart. 5 leg parts come with a free poster of Megatron. I'm definitely getting that after I order takeout. I've been craving a bowl of seafood paella since lunchtime. Delivery needs an extra 20 minutes at peak hour. What a world. I suppose sift through the error log. Okay, that one I think is the same. Speech recognition recording. This is my first attempt at combining the blank with the blank. Initialization failed. Files lost or missing. What's wrong with this thing? Okay, should all be fixed now. Here goes my second attempt at combining blank with the blank. I forgot to be doing his voice. Initialization complete. Failed to load environment. Ah, this can't be. Why is this happening? Alright, my third attempt at combining blank with blank. Problem not responding. Rebooting. Okay. Oh, you got one more to read? Nope. I remember that one. Oh, this is a simple hack. Okay, never mind. Not as simple as I thought. Or never mind, it is just as simple. You just do it bottom up. Select all.
Huh. Dr. Sneaky also has teleportation tech in his lab?
Okay. Well, we can teleport here more easily at least. I guess this is why it was telling me to go over here as the, fastest way to get over to Knox City. 1 second. Sorry for that. Throat got a little clogged. Targeted memory erasure experiment. This experiment will simulate specific regions of the hippocampus of a given brain to eliminate memories related to a specific time segment or a specific person. It has been proven that MI can stimulate specific hippocampal regions using microelectromagnetic pulses, the extent and duration of which are not yet controllable at this stage. The consortium's authorization is required to use a assist in this experiment. To use A to assist. Okay. Well, let's collect this. A mysterious key. Okay. MI progress report. Phase 2, Stage 3. The data points required to be controlled are finally determined. Next, we need to compare an enormous amount of data to establish the other decisive factors. However, the acquisition of experimental subjects has become the most significant problem so far. What if that blank error occurs again? Individuals with a strong sense of belief can also be found across the city. For the time being, we recruit subjects who would volunteer to participate. With this trait, eliminating specific cognitive differences has become very simple. First, we need to learn how to materialize this process into readily and quickly implementable actions. Then we shall move on to the next stage. Ooh, but there's more. Base 6, Stage 2. With the assistance of Redacted, the experiment is proceeding fast. But it was turned into a weapon, which is entirely contrary to my original design. Michelle shouldn't have been resurrected like this. Who is Michelle? The introduction of precise memory search and erasure was intended to wipe out traumatic experiences, but it's now become a weapon for them. Keeping the effects for up to 15 minutes is the most I can do to stop the weaponization. The native Michelle might have a chance if she manages to bring out that child's memories. I can't let them have the native Michelle. Alright, next is... We've gone back? Okay. It's been a few months, and there's no progress at all. The good news, however, is that Michelle and Anne are getting closer. Anne has not shown any abnormal behavior. Okay. Phase 5, Stage 2. Blank showed up. I can't let Anne remember Michelle anymore. All my efforts will go down the drain once they come looking for her. The clinical trial of Phase 5 will start with her. Okay. That was kind of weird. Alright, I don't know what the symbols are yet. I need to find a clue for that. Alright, this is a standard one. Oh, but... Okay, different ones twisted different ones that time. Alright. Also achievement unlocked. You are the one. Flashover chip. Digitalin. Alright, I definitely need some digitalin. Photo of an apartment. That's Ryan's apartment, isn't it? We are not going down that elevator, but I am kind of disturbed that his place is even bigger. Okay. There we go. And in here we've got another advanced crypto key and some mistite. Nothing else around here, though. Can I look at that photo of the apartment? Intelligence index, which I don't have any of this. What is that? Ryan's Echo. Story dialogue log, which that's actually kind of nice that that's there. Okay, maybe under backpack. Recycled junk, important items. Hidden in Alan's lab, the photograph seems to show the outside of one of the apartments in Margarita. Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to brute force that one. Ooh, but what is this? I already looked at that one. So, where's the clue? Usually there's a clue to... like, maybe it's here? Of 2, 3... 2, 6... 2, 6, 4... 2, 6, 4, 5? Maybe? I can't be. Yeah, no, there's too many symbols. Yeah, I'm not going to try brute forcing it. There's got to be a clue somewhere, and it's probably down here. Okay, I think we just went into the digital space.
I've never seen this ROM of Alan before. Who are you? Where's Doc Allen?
They promised to come back and play with me. Liars.
Are we sure this is the
Everyone
doc?
lies to me. And you promised me too. Always lying. Now
Wait.
you come back and play with me.
Have we
But you
seen
completely
you?
forgot about me.
Hi, giant robot, all of a sudden.
Did you forget your promise?
Oh, great, you turned invisible. Alright, well, I'm going to just... Oh, okay, you can hit me. There we go. That's what I wanted. Oh, you left a little prize for me. Or surprise, I should say. Okay, I've got to remember when he does that, he leaves a little prize.
What about those friends of yours?
Oh, wait. Okay, it took me a little bit, but I see what I'm supposed to do there now. Okay, yeah, he's... Gotta remember that he's doing that. Yeah, you came back here. Now we're doing this again.
What about those friends of yours?
But I know what to do this time.
You have to stay here with me forever.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay with you. I'm sorry. You know what? That's doing decent, but I feel like that's chopping down the shield a little bit more.
Why me?
Okay, I was expecting that to explode.
What about those friends of yours? You have to stay here with me forever.
Alright, you're not hurting too bad until, I jump into your laser. Okay, I'm glad I just took that digital in. Alright, you're doing more of that. That's fine, I guess.
You have to stay here with me forever.
Okay, I think just doing some swings is better than trying to charge back.
Why me?
I don't know why but you're yelling a lot, and your shield's going down a lot faster all of a sudden.
What about those friends of yours?
Has your shield just been getting
You
weaker?
have to stay here with me forever.
I think, is that doing more damage or not? I can't honestly tell.
Why me?
Oh, well, we're back in this phase again.
What about those friends of yours? You have to stay here with me forever.
I Yeah, I honestly cannot tell which is doing more damage, but I figured it out at least.
Why me?
I say
You
as
have
I
to
immediately
stay
get
here
hit.
with me forever.
Okay, you're probably going to go down before that shield breaks again. Yep. Well, take you out. Hey, got 5 Grom upgrades, and also, it looks like we transformed even though I forgot that I can transform again. I really gotta remember that's a thing. What? Do we have a new transformation or something? No, we just fully more transformed this time. Okay. Oh, it's Mystery Face
Memories can be
Lady.
erased. It's not your fault that you forgot that child. It's time for you to recall.
Does she remember last time?
No, she can't.
No one controls your memory anymore.
Well, that's
Yet
good.
another obstacle awaits below.
What? All this was done by Alan? He is just another pawn of the Consortium. The Consortium? Yes, the Circle Consortium. The Alan you know is a member of the organization. Alan belongs to the Circle Consortium? The doctor was sent to monitor your status, to keep you under control and monitor your entanglitis. A name they made up, which is actually your ability to make contact with Hinterland. A place they want to control very much. Masked Lady, if you know this much, can you tell me where my brother is? I think you know where he went. Just keep going on. Remember, Castor's teleportation tech is in the depths of the base. You must destroy it. Otherwise, the tragedy will occur again and again. What? Remember, you must stop the tragedy from occurring. You must do whatever it takes to destroy Castor's teleportation tech. Alright, that's all you're saying. No trespassing. Okay. So... I can't go back in? Oh, it's the monkey.
I've brought Sigrid back here. She's stable. Sigrid used her power and was able to break the chain.
Also, 06 has arrived.
It appears as if C is already affected. We need to move. He is changing rapidly. Sigrid is the only one who can help him now.
K has arrived at the council chamber.
Impetuous as always. Time to act separately. Lead 06 toward the inner consortium. I'll meet her there.
What about her brother? I got the boy before C.
Good. Use him to get 06 to us.
Okay. Lot of stuff going on.
Anne! Anne! Can you hear me?
I'm here.
Oh, you scared me. Wait, what is this place? Did Dr. Shady branch out or something?
Apparently.
No, based on what the masked woman just told me, we're at a secret organization base.
Whoa, I smell a conspiracy.
Okay, I kind of want to see, can I go... I'm not going to be able to open that lock thing anyway. Okay, no, there's got to be something that'll let me unlock that last hack thing. There's got to be something I'm just missing. I've got to go check because it's going to bother me. Which means, yeah, this is just going to be the episode of loading screens, maybe. Hey, she's gone, so I'm allowed to come over here again. There's got to be a clue somewhere in here. Do you have a clue? Nope. Okay, that thing behind him is interactable. But with him here, I can't interact with it. Okay. Maybe I get the password later, then. You know what? There's only one other thing I can try. I doubt it's going to be the same password, because that would be weird. But... circle, arrow, X. I doubt it's going to be this again, but that would be interesting. Circle. It's this one. Arrow, X. Nope. Try inverted. X. Well, that wasn't even the right thing. Nope. And there are too many combinations for me to try. Well, let's upgrade things if I can. I don't have enough to upgrade what I want. So never mind. Back down the elevator loading screen we go. Oh well. The illegal arena in Port Distinct once again has been using force to obstruct the police from their investigation. The police suspect that principal wanted persons are hiding within. Alright. Yes, new weapons can be crafted. New weapons can be crafted. I don't have materials to craft these weapons. Collect. Oh, I need those. I need that digilin. Real bad. Oh, hi. Timepiece. Waiting order, master. Master soon. Plan is about. Okay. That wasn't creepy at all. There we go. Some more things. That's a dead guy. I got an unknown tick. And that's a dead lady. Okay.
Anne, what happened to these people? They look scared to death.
I'm guessing they saw something.
Okay. Well, that tells me that's the right way. So, let's go the wrong way. Hello.
I ran into some armed men. They seemed to be searching for something, so I decided to follow them. Maybe they can lead me to N540.
Another memory fragment.
Roger, we're at Area B's research facility. The variant's on the loose. Eliminate on sight. Over. Go!
The variant. Okay. Well, I've got multiple options as to where to go. Both of which feel correct. I'm not used to this. Alright, well, let's get me over here first. Level 1, access card required. Alright. N530. Well, we got a teleportation thing. That's actually probably going to be useful. So, the teleportation is N530. What is N540? Well, combat area. Hi there.
Who's that?
No grenades! Oh, you're still up!
Raise the alarm. Turn on security system.
I thought I took you out. Oh, great. That's a lot. That's a weird looking guy.
Just give up.
Nope, wrong way.
Just give up.
I want your shield gone, please. I've got to remember not to dodge into that again. Oh, that actually did a good bit. Yeah, get rid of that laser thing so it doesn't take my knees out. No taking out my knees, please. I said no knees. Oh, you healed them! That's not what I was expecting! Oh, and there I go, because I am not paying attention to my own health. I even had 8 digital in that I could have used. At least I saved not that long ago. You see cat paw prints, follow them, and you'll probably get a surprise. That surprise being, I believe, a Cyber Neko Plus, which I'm sure I've missed a bunch of them. Oh, good, it just put me right here. Oh, we saw this already, so let's just go right back into it. Oh, good, they have friendly fire. That was not the button I meant to hit. I meant to do the spinny death. Oh well, there goes a Digilid.
Ready to suppress with force.
Alright, I want this taken apart. Alright, I do think this... No, actually, it doesn't... Like, the dual blades are feeling like the best thing for me if I can actually hit him. Because it feels like it's... Unless... Oh, okay. Okay. That's the total amount of damage it's doing. Not like a bunch of small things that are each of that. No! There we go, you both got on the correct side for me. I am very glad that there is actually friendly fire, though. I wasn't expecting that. Ow. Well, you gotta go. Ugh. Use a stim pack for now. Oh, right, I've got an air dash.
Just give up.
I wanted that. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, that just goes right through your shield. I didn't realize that. Not enough to take you out. But if I get your shield back. Ow! Alright, you're gone. Oof. I'm bad at combat in this game.
You are here for your brother.
A monkey? That's a Fine, monkey.
Yes, it is.
Me. Here. I'll help.
Monkey in a white outfit. Dr. Munkenstein.
Ayane, something isn't right. They seem to have known we'd come here, telling me about Ryan the moment we met.
Right. So what are these people up to? Invite us over to tour the place?
I really don't know.
Level 3 access card needed to go that way. So I need a level 1 or level 3. I suspect level 3 will let me through level 1. Which means now I need to go back the other way. Also, to use the secondary properties of this, which I already have. Okay. I've really got to remember L1 and R1 to transform. He wants me to find him over there, which means, yeah, I need to get access through that security door. Alright. Well, this is the only other way I can go, so we're going. Yeah, I read that already. Access denied. Okay.
I ran into some arm.
So... Huh? What? I'm confused. Oh, collect. Oh! I got a level 1 access card and I didn't realize it. Okay.
Huh? What's that noise?
What's that thing? Yeah, no, that's the proper reaction, Ayane. What was that? This feels like an area that I should be able to, like, gain a wall jump or something in. But we'll see. Also, hold on 1 second. Sorry again for that. I am very congested this morning for some reason. And I walked face first into that. Okay, please tell me I have this timed properly now. Good. But... what good does that do me over here? Ow, again? Huh. And the map's not going to help me at all. Yeah, I can't wall jump. I don't need that to get back up here. Did I push this over here for nothing? Kinda looking like it. Is there an ability I've forgotten how to do? You know what? Let's look at that, database, because I saw it had moves. Oh, that is a new echo. Huh. Okay. Go all... There are 2 things I don't have yet. But none of this looks like a way to, well, yeah, let's craft 1 more of those. I can't craft any more anymore. Oh well. I can't figure anything to do down that way. Probably I'm just missing something obvious. This is me. Yeah, I missed this. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like a wall climb or something. There are just too many of those panels. Also, why is there lava? Well, into lava with you. And with you. Yeah, don't fight in lava. Don't fight on top of tiny platforms in lava. That is what we have just learned. Oh, wait. Oh. You didn't do what I thought you were going to do. Oh, hey, Saber. Yeah, no, this is a fun game. Like, the combat itself isn't really all that deep, but look, you don't always need that. Sometimes a hack and slash 2-button fighter is fine. But yeah, no, I saw it. I want to say over a year ago now, on Steam's like indie developer demo special, and picked it up. And honestly, it's been real fun. There are definitely still some issues with it, but like, I'd say if you enjoy it, definitely take a look at it. Or if you enjoy what you're seeing, I should say. To complete. It's all over. Let's meet again in hell. Yeah, everyone here has lost their damn mind.
Anne, did you turn off data transmission?
No?
Weird. I'm not receiving any data from your ground system anymore. Never mind. I'll figure it out.
Yep. Yeah, I will say, even though it looks like it has some Metroidvania aspects, it's basically you get a power to traverse the area, but you don't get to really use it to travel to go back and get to new areas in old places.
We've got work to do.
It's sort of closer to like Zelda and getting, or some like the more recent Zelda stuff. Oh, hey, you got the item for this dungeon. Ow. Ow, ow. No grenades! Alright. Oh, great! Suicide one! Do not want to deal with that. Alright, well, that shortcut didn't work. Whatever, he's down now. And he shot me right in the face. Alright. Now we can proceed up a little bit more easily. Can't get up there, though. Anything? No, doesn't look like any hidden treasures in here. There, got rid of the two that are going to be a problem for me. On that note, if you want more hack and slash action with the Metroidvania aspects, check out Blasphemous. I'll go try to take a look at it later. I admit, you saying disturbing art style has me a little concerned, but we'll see. Oh, I got that as a... No. Okay, yeah. All of you face that way. Ooh. Those little things are just making me think of the Mauser droids from the Ninja Turtle arcades, of just how much I hate them. Oh, he's biting at my ankles. Unknown ticket, alright. Did I not take that? Oh, okay, I did. So, access level 1. I need level 2 for pink doors. Alright. Hey, we can save. Check mail. No new mail. Alright. Is that red ball monster just this guy? No idea. What did you find? What did you just find? A level 2 access card. Access card? Then there should be other entrances nearby. Could be. Let me search around. Well, I've got level 2 access. He just keeps speaking gibberish. Alright. Meanwhile, we keep getting stuck. What are you doing here?
Yo.
Huh. We Corns don't feel so comfortable here. Maybe I should just treat myself to a orange juice, just for the endorphins. Don't worry, my mood won't affect the taste of the corn juice. Do you want one too? You know, so far you've proven that this is unfortunately one of the better healing items I've been getting. And I'm running low on other stuff, so yes. Oh, right, this is the save. Well, we'll just save again, because I bought some corn juice. Alright. Well, we have access to level 2. Oh, maybe I am supposed to be going this way, because it's a cutscene.
06 has been located. Initiating Plan D5.
Okay, I'm going to assume you're going to give me this new power that I've been thinking I'm getting. Oh, ow. Oh, right, if you are good at countering, you can actually do a good bit of damage. I'm just not good at it. Oh, yeah, not Plan D5. What's Plan D5? Who knows? Why did they choose it over 4? We may never know. There we go. You're actually making me have to do this shield counter thing. Ow. You're unstoppable until I start paying attention to what you do. So I can get that third hit somewhat easily, but the others are giving me props. Well, and then I didn't get the third hit there. You know what? I keep forgetting about this. Well, that didn't last long. But I think it healed me. So maybe I gotta start using it more for just that, if nothing. Oh, don't tell me you're now untargetable. There we go. Yeah, that is what we do. No. You're supposed to be the one going down right now. You don't have shield. Wrong button. And I failed miserably. There we go. Got that one. Didn't get that one. Or that one. Man, like, the only way I'm getting this person down is by doing the counters, and I am just missing them so much. You know what? You look like you might... Oh. Nope, you are not low enough for that, and I am down because I am futzing around. Alright. Well, we have to try against Plan D5 again, which, if I'm right, this game does do fair checkpoints usually. Yep. Good old rip. But yeah, if I remember, this game usually has been pretty fair with its checkpoints, so I think it's going to be the room right before this battle that it'll put me at. Yep. So it's time to go look at this other pathway instead. Because what is over here? Capsule toy. And I used the crypto key to get a limited AP chip. Alright. And some... What is that? Oh, it's that weird blob thing! That blob thing is terrifying. And it's just going to replay that same thing. Yeah, it does have a demo. It's a short demo, but it gives you an idea as to how the basic gameplay is going to be. The demo's like the first half hour to hour of gameplay. Work log. Confirmed non-anomalous targets presence in base. Reported. Confirmed level 2 security measures are going to be implemented. Preemptive evacuation. Received command from a senior supervisor. Lifted level 2 security measures. Do not pursue target. Return to work. Monitoring power security room. Monitoring resource security room. Monitoring level passage B1L1. Lots of missed logs, and then confirmed abnormal sound in power security room. Heading there to investigate. Then last log, just a dash. Yeah, admittedly, so that demo is from that indie showcase. A lot of the games have... Oh,
they spotted me.
I missed this.
I was well hidden. How did they see me? I found a place to hide. They'll probably find me soon. I hope I can get out alive. My name is Ryan. I loved my family.
Oh, that's a memory log to leave.
Where are you?
Calm down, Anne.
But yeah, honestly, if you do want to look at Metroidvanias, take a look at Transaruby. They also have a demo that came out at the same time as this, and that's another game I'm looking forward to actually playing at some point. I just started this one first because it came out before it. There we go. Just keep you stunned while you have no shield. That way I get as much HP damage as I can before that happens. Ooh, I got that one. Well, this battle's going a lot different. Too early. There we go. That's destroying their shield. And I think this takes you out this time. There we go. And 5 Grom upgrades for that. That, Take 2 went a lot better. Here, I'll...
Who are you?
Type it out once this cutscene is done.
What data?
Proceeding to next task.
What do you mean? What's your purpose?
Final task, deliver equipment. Proceed to resource department.
Basically, it's like transistor combined with ruby, for how you spell it. Just for the tour, replace it with Ruby.
Is she helping us?
Because this is
Seems
taking
like
a little
it.
bit.
Let's try out the new gear.
Gelcore fiber. I still don't know what this intelligence index is. Yeah, that wasn't anything new here. Well, no, I don't need to know about them. Yeah, we'll remove the freezing chip and take a look. Oh, we now have electric damage. What about for you? You never got equipped. Yeah, but they also have a demo, which is nice. Oh, excuse me. Well, there we go. Contact with special walls to climb. Oh, and it's just climb. Very nice, actually. No, game? That was weird. I don't think the game wanted me to be up there. I could go buy more orange juice, but I think I'll be fine for now. Yep, and no problem. Oh, hey, we're back here. Well, let's head over to that water, because it is indeed a save point. This is forward.
What is happening? I can't find anything about this base. What are they for?
Honestly, that's a good question. What is this base here for? However, we're just going to head down here to get to what I actually wanted to get. Because this is a free heal. Save. It's also our only way out of here. You know what? There were panels over here, weren't there? I feel like there were. No, there's a level 5 or 3 security door. Okay. I don't know if that's actually faster or not. I just want to see. I know I saw a place with, like, other things I could grab onto. Right. That I remember. I just thought there was more there, but... nope. Access denied. Access denied. Okay. So I must be conflating one of the rooms on the left. Ah, there's something I want. So there's up there. But we're going back down here to actually deal with that crate this time. Which is still there. Good. Nope, nope, nope. I did not jump like I was expecting to with this. Have to jump away from it. Got it. Okay, that was close. No, 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 no. Ow. Ow. Okay, okay, I see what's going on here, that my brain is fit. You know what? Let's confirm. Does this will heal me? This heals me. Okay, good. If nothing else, I'm using this for the heal. But when I'm in this, I can't use anything. Okay. Nope, I climbed up too high. Nope, no, I didn't mean to... I'm glad I saved a second ago. Ugh. So this wall jump is going to take a little bit of getting used to with what they want me to do. Because it isn't super fluid movement. It's like she needs to go up a panel at a time. And because it wasn't at a boss, I'm brought back to the last save point. But then again, it's not like I've gone that far. Alright, take 2. Maybe I will fail a little bit less. There we go. That wasn't too bad this time. Now let's not fail this one. I say as I immediately jump into the thing because I jumped the hair early. Okay, so 1, 2. 1, 2. No, 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 no! I tried to jump off!
Get ready for the pain.
Why can I not jump off sometime? You know what? I'm testing something. So if I hit up... Okay, it must be that I'm not hitting the direction enough. And I jumped into that one. This is going to be a second game over on this one puzzle. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1. Okay, that upper one is going to be a pain. It's not being... Those two are getting offset and it's bothering me because I can't figure out what its pattern is quickly. I think I probably need to wait for both of them to go and then both of them to shut off for me to jump off for that last one. It's probably just a patience game. So that's 3 game overs already. Yep, I remember you mentioning that when you were here for Kirby as well. Which, I mean, let's be fair, it's a good emote and going to be used a lot. One, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh! Oh! I was afraid my legs were going to get all that for some misstite. Great. Oh, good, good. I managed to luck out with that fall. Not that one. You know what? I don't think... Well, yeah, let's push the box over. There might be something over here that I can still do that I forgot about. If not, I can at least go through these ones more easily than the horizontal ones. Yeah, there is a thing here. Alright. Yeah, I wasn't going to let you get a free cheap shot in on me this time. And... Okay, no, I do need this. Just to get me that last bit of height. And this one, digital in and Particle ammo for kinetic weapons. I don't have that yet. I'm kind of curious as to what that kinetic weapon is. Alright, I feel like there was also more if I kept on going forward this way, so let us take a look. Yes, there is. Up here is a chest of another analytical chip, which honestly isn't going to be that bad. I would like more crit. But I think that was all that's over this way, so now we can actually progress. Which... Okay, that was weird. Anyway. Yeah, this is where I got your key. And did I go that other path? No, it doesn't look like I did. Oh, jeez. No, I came from here. Oh, I see. I was on a lower floor than I thought I was on. You know what? I need to not get impatient, but then again, getting impatient lets me see a chest I missed. With some bloodvine. Alright. Still can't craft any more Digilin or stim shots. So, corn juice is going to be our go-to. Don't get impatient. Now we can go. Oh, another chest. With a limited AP chip. Alright. Well, that's open. Because this is where I fought that lady. And where I got that. Okay. So now we're actually, I think, finally progressing. Of course there's something if you take the upper path. It's just like Sonic. Always go the upper path. It's harder, but faster. Or has things. We got... Ooh, good. Good. I need health. Ooh, actually, speaking of health, talents. Increase luck, greatly increase reward drop. Increase no, max HP. We want that HP to go up. Oh, great. I'm trying to run, but it wasn't letting me push this thing. Okay. No. No. Ow. That thing hurts. Okay, nothing to grab over here. I'm not going to be able to go past this thing. Ow. Oh, guess what I have to do again, Saber? I've got to do that puzzle again because I didn't save after doing it. All those chests I just got, gone. Yeah, I tried to, but then it was... She got stuck in a, like, climbing animation. Had no... Oh, thank you. I don't have to gather all those things. They gave us a kind checkpoint because they knew this was going to be a pain. Alright. Attempt number 2. And pull this one over in time. Yes, but let's not risk this. Yeah, like, so far, outside of things like that puzzle, the game's auto, like I was saying earlier, the game's auto checkpoints are actually very nice for, oh, you just did one minor thing wrong? Well, here you go. Don't worry about rolling through, just fall through. Okay, good. That guy doesn't come over here, so I don't have to worry about him. I do now have to worry about this guy. And whatever these are, yeah, no, bullets do nothing to them. They're just blobs of murder. Alright, so it looks like I actually need to get back up there, because I probably need that box down here. Yep, need that box to get over there. Alright.
Thank goodness. Horrible stopped chasing us.
Why are you...
We've got to be more careful.
Why is Ayane out of breath? I'll take more digital in. Ooh, some EMP grenades. Alright. Nope. Oh, good. I was afraid that was going to be a death pit. I mean, they don't know what's called, and it's definitely a ball that is horrifying. Oh, so much digital in. I am really appreciating this. Okay, well, I guess I have to go down. And remember, sometimes terrain is destroyable.
Not again. Let's
Well,
mosey.
why? Why this effect? I can't roll through it, but I can roll through those. No. If it touches you once, they say, no, try again. Okay. So I gotta be a little faster. Alright. Well, this time at least, I'm making a lot better progress, and it looks like all the crates I destroyed are already gone. So, you know, they were kind to me that way.
Finally, we lost it. Hope that's the last of Horrible.
Yeah. Let's see what's next.
No entry from that. Access denied. Access denied.
This should be the resource department. Looks like we have a lot of rooms to search. Secret organizations really like colored doors.
Oh, wait, when did I get a level? Oh, wait, because this is level 2, not level 3. Some carbon fiber. Oh, here we go. Mobius Project. Goal. Attempt to alter Lehman's activity rate via controlled experimentation with Redacted's localized time manipulation ability. Redacted's ability got severely hampered when getting near to the test site, resulting in random time pockets overlapping, causing a disastrous chrono implosions. Goal. Oh, that was the Mobius Project. Now let's see it let. Using clone versions of Redacted tier case Redacted for enhancing ARD's Armed Force Division abilities and length of employment. Clone specimens rate both physical and mental disintegration after several weeks on site, renders them useless for specified tasks. Gatekeeper Project. In an attempt to close Lehman 7, artificially created humanoids created by combining human embryos with redacted type blood. Due to the nature of their creation, all 7 test cases possess some type of higher dimensional manipulation ability. Project is temporarily set on hold due to 2 disastrous experiments. GP hibernation. To ensure gradual maturation, which benefits the test case control over their special abilities, some test cases were put in foster homes outside of the consortium, thereby reaching a high degree of normalcy in crucial areas such as emotional growth and environmental impulses. ACE technology for memory wiping was used to ensure a smooth transition. Note: Experiment 1, Northern Program. Experiments involving Humanoid 03. For reference, see the Northern Program for documentation. Experiment 2, the Great Rift Incident, a decade and a half ago, involving 06. For further reference, see Great Rift Logs. And there is nothing on page 4. Okay. More things that we can take down. Nothing here really makes sense. Alright. Ooh. Alright. You are a standard type. That was actually incredibly easy to get opened. Oh hey, and we've got access now to that elevator. So, bonus points. Well, let's go take a look at this other door then, and also map. Alright, so to get to that chest, I've got to go through that whole other area that requires a different key. And that one required level 3, so I couldn't have gone into it anyway. Great. I'm on 3 now. Let's go down to 2. Level 3. Level 3. Well, floor 2 was a bust. Charger for large equipment. Ooh, more data. Never mind, save point. Even better. You know what? Do we have new mail? Nope, no new mail. Closed circuit television and... here we go. Department projects. Report content, Great Rift Incident. Due to the special nature of Gatekeeper Project's test subject, 0 blank, she was exposed to high degrees of Redacted to amplify her ability. After limited yet successful testing, Redacted deemed it safe enough to use the portal amplifier and find possible access to Hinterland. The amplification of 0 blank resulted in a reverse reaction of what had occurred during the Northern program years earlier, when the gateway was opened, an interdimensional being from the opposite plane entered ours. Mayhem, a type of metallic arachnid-like creature, caused great chaos and destroyed 40% of the Consortium's installations, leaving the Council no choice. It deployed another Gatekeeper project, test case Redacted, to fight Mayhem, resulting in great tectonic rift covering a sizable part of the mainland. The amplifier was immediately turned off, closing the port rendered Mayhem motionless. It has since been stored inside the perimeter for research. Notes: Gatekeeper Project was immediately set on hold by Consortium. For more info about their current situation, please see the relevant documentation under Gatekeeper's Project. Status update. This caused something of a PR issue and was explained above ground as the explosion of a natural gas pipeline. Okay. Access level, yep, level 3. Lots of stuff to disassemble. Ooh, I missed you. You both look like you might be level 2 doors. Nope, you're level 3. Okay, level 2 is like a little bit bluer pink. The other is more like peachy pink. Hey, they've got some weird old-timey fighting games. A peculiar corpse with no apparent wounds, but oozing blood all over and clutching an access card in his hand. You look at the card and notice the words Department Supervisor. There should be clues about this base on him. Circle Consortium employee cross area. Yep, there's actually an area up above with a lot of old arcade machines. I think they have like Galaga up there. And I've been able to play Pong in this. Employees in restricted areas need to use the data deleted passage, implement an offset sequence, and set a displacement point to travel to other areas such as the Consortium's research base, security center, intelligence base, and the commissioner's offices. Before entering the target area, confirm the agreement and personnel access card in the closed transit space. Then proceed to the elevator and travel to the target location. Note, when using the data deleted passage, please confirm the offset sequence for your target location in advance. Your access will be deleted if you enter an incorrect area. Okay. Well, I got a level 3 card. Hey, air hockey! This is a nice little rec room. Yep. Amusingly, on the reference of Doom, they actually have an arcade machine that clearly has Doom Guy on the side, but you can't interact with it. Like Super Turkey Puncher 3 arcade machine in Doom 3. Fair enough. Alright, well, we can access level 3 now. What are you?
Nobody messes with us now. I bet even Horrible can't survive this.
Oh. Hold R2 to charge and then fire the laser gun. Okay. Did it auto-equip? It did not. Well, we're gonna equip this laser gun. Seems like a good thing to have. Candy Crush would... Okay, that actually sounds hilarious. Yeah, remove that ship. Let's give you some more piercing. Really, this is the one that should probably have more piercing, but... I don't have a lot of piercing chips. Actually, I just don't have a lot of chips in general. Wait, did I interact with this? I did not. Arsenal equipment registration log. Grenade, thermoelectro, 50. 15 munition boxes, 10 Type Z ammo riflers, 1 Johnson gun with notes, and 15 Type W standard handguns. Note, for munition boxes, way too little. We need to get supplies to send more. And then on Johnson gun, I think this was meant for the high-level boys and girls, but it's freaking me out. Probably the fact that it grows back ammo. Need to get it out of here real quick.
Strange notices.
But
it looks like there are supplies over there.
There's a gun. Is this gun going to grow back ammo? Is that what they're telling me? Because that would be hilarious. And fun. Alright, that's probably going forward. I want to take a look at those other side areas first, though. Ooh, did I interact with this? Yes, I did. Yeah, like, I have a rocket launcher as well, but, like, it takes a long time to fire, and I have such limited ammo with... Hi, guy? Oh, there's a Cybernecko. That thing's being dissected. Alright, so I've got a few things to interact with here. Let's grab this. And take a look at this. Is the experiment still underway? Yeah, Supervisor didn't ask to stop that project. So we keep documenting it. It must be boring to stare at those monkey-like creatures every day, isn't it? You know what? It's actually fun. Oh? Say nothing to the Supervisor. Of course. Even after such physical deformation and losing their memories as a human, those things can still react precisely like humans in many ways. Really? Haven't they forgotten they were humans? Well, the impact of drug trials can vary. Certainly, some subjects are less affected than others. That said, what happened today is theoretically impossible. How beguiling. Now I'm tempted to transfer to your department. Don't. Leave my job alone. It makes me feel like God. And it's easy and fun. Not many jobs out there can beat that one. Oh, come on. Well, someone had a little bit of God complex, apparently. Analysis of mechanized tissue of the respiratory tract in different conditions led to the following conclusions. The mechanized tissues had no abnormal secretion under normal conditions. When the oxygen concentration was above 50 vol atmospheric pressure, the mechanized tissues showed gas discharge. However, no gas samples were obtained for analysis. When the oxygen concentration was below 3 vol atmospheric pressure, the mechanized tissue secreted a small amount of liquid-like energy that was deposited at the base of the lungs. It disappeared in 13 hours. In particular, after intense stimulation applied to the subject, resulted in pulmonary vascular hemorrhage. Some of the thicker mechanized tissues fell off and bonded with the hemorrhage spots. It's presumed to be the healing mechanism of mechanized organisms. Well, I guess that explains a little bit more about the Mechanica virus we were hearing about earlier. That's kind of disturbing still, though. Another break room. Okay. Research-based level 1 security measures. When unauthorized area changes or transfer of items by research-based personnel occur, or when department supervisors exercise their authority when not on a mission, or when there are changes to environment parameters such as temperature, humidity, and lighting in the base, or when clerks trigger the alarms, immediately activate level 1 security for the research base. Dispatch the security team to investigate the abnormality and submit a report to the corresponding area supervisor, who will confirm and respond to the situation before turning off the security alarm. No worries, get that food. Also, I enjoy how their entire thing is basically, if there's any issue, make it a security threat immediately. Don't hesitate. What is that? That's kind of disturbing. Alright, well. Yeah, up one more for one more door on this side. What do you have in you? You have an item and a globe. Okay, good, good. I need more craftable stuff. That's weird. I thought it said I could interact with it, but maybe I missaw. So all that's in here is some items. Okay. I was kind of expecting more dialogue. Well, let's go ahead and save again because we're here. And it's time to head out. Oh, hi, it's that thing. Time to test out the laser cannon. Oh, good. I can destroy the horror balls that turn into butterflies? Huh. In the smacker, I think. Alright, that's a neat achievement name. That looks like don't go into it. Ah, but I'm glad I did come over here, though. More. Okay, sometimes my double jump just does not want to get used. Okay. Not close enough to be able to grab onto that. And we can't bust that open. Alright. Well, it was worth a shot. You You know, I want to go this way because I think this will let me get to that other chest. Yes! I can get this chest now. More digital in. Alright. How much of that do I have now? I have 11 digital in. You know what? I'll take it. That also reminded me. I lost my health upgrade. Let's get that back. And yeah, let's do that. Okay. Well, I didn't mean to fall down here, but whatever. This is... They're giving us a lot of stuff for this secret base, and I'm actually kind of concerned by it. Seems like a little too much healing that they're providing. There we go.
What is this place?
The teleportation tech must have brought us here.
Okay. Enter? Special control area. Oh, good. A save point. And more importantly, a teleportation point. So I can take that. Corn guy's here again, but I've got enough corn. I'll talk to him in just a second. Remember the priorities of our contract. Fix the teleportation coordinates and assist in recovering supplies from my program. Expanding the teleportation areas should be a secondary goal. I will provide you with sophisticated technological support to expand the teleportation area when the time comes. You can submit the experiment details to the consortium as long as the basic values match. I will give you full support in lab rats and funding. I'll be watching what you do. Also, keep an eye on your little sister, the ice lover. Don't get me into any more trouble. Huh. Okay. Report R&D. Person in charge, Castor. Details about fission experiment. The 14th lab report. I'm so done with this. I even had the project department add a few lines of code to this thing, but that didn't help evolve it at all. P.S. Stop making me write reports. Okay. Controlled experiment. 45 samples. The 46th sample. It will soon be found. The next comparable sample. Okay. Entry 1012. Finally, progress. I can't believe how I managed so much in so little time. This is not just genius stuff, this is paradigm changing. Now I need to make sure C understands the potential of this. He's absent-minded lately, and he keeps sending that long-haired freak over to check on me. 1300. See, that arrogant redacted. Pushing me every day for getting the portal technology ready for a super important, super secret whatever plan involving a test case from the canceled redacted. Fine. I don't care. As long as he gives me enough resources to continue my project. 5 later. Melissa froze the water basin again, and those dumb bureaucrats are trying to put it on me. I don't have time for this! Seriously, how are we related? Me, a unique scientific mind. She, a deviant that refuses to talk and is always making a mess of everything. Is everything trying to stop me from achieving greatness? No, pal, I don't think things are that much against you. The current stage of experiment cannot confirm the spatial coordinates of the passage exit. Multiple sets of data are needed for accuracy and eventually to have the data finalized. After urban sampling and transport, the input coordinates are finally fixed in a specific range of values. Number of specific samples outside the base, 16, all frozen. Damaged samples, 26, and 3 lost. Okay. What is over here? Hi, long-haired guy. I'm gonna have to fight that guy in the tube, aren't I?
C sent you here? Patience. It's still being tested.
Who is C? And who are you?
Who am I? Utterly pathetic. Such ignorance needs to end. Off you go.
Did he just teleport us away? Okay. Boss fight, I guess. No.
I'm outside suddenly. There's sand and stones. What the? This place. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't think we're okay. Oh! Hi! You've got a spear. You're Melissa. You have ice powers. Okay, because you charged through me, I can't actually counter hit you. Nope, away. That's an AoE that I want nothing to do with. That's not what I meant to do, but I'll take it. Oh, you knew where I was going with that one. You're doing this again. Nope, nope, I don't. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we're going to do this because I kind of need the healing. Yeah, I'd rather have the dual plays right now. There we go. Second set. No, away we go. Yeah, let's swap back to the gun. Ow. Okay. That's a thing that stays there and keeps hurting. Okay, this tells me to not be near that. Yeah, do not be near that. Okay. Is this that they stay away for long enough then? I'll have to find out. Because it probably put me right back there. Could also go other places and explore a bit. Yeah, let's just read that again. Come here, skip this because I've already seen it now. No. No, want no part of that. Ow. There we go. That's how you get the counter in. There we go. Nice, good hit. Ow. Ow, and not so much. And you can't block that. So I think that's just don't get hit by the initial and we're good. Go into this form because I can. Okay, yeah, that's just a wait for her to be done with it. Oh, but you're doing that more now. Ooh, and you got new tricks. There we go. Let's get as many hits in as we can before your shield's back and you can... Okay, now you can deflect again. Okay, okay. Good to know. Oh, now you're in the air. Move! Okay, no, you cannot just deflect those. Alright, if you're in the air, I've got to use this one. Otherwise, I can't hit you. Come on. Okay, good. I was afraid you were going to get up before I could do that. Alright, you're swapping things up a little bit now. I've been using my gun more against you than I think against most things. Oh! Okay. That's not necessarily a I can counter it. Good to know. And you, going into that, countered everything I was going to do to you damage-wise. Ah, you're too far away! Alright. I would like my transformation power, please. There we go. And let this be enough. Nope, because you're doing that and I am down. I almost had it, but I was thinking, you know, she wasn't going to do that to counter the shield being down. I wasn't expecting the boss to learn. Yeah, after this boss, I might need to take that teleportation, head out, and do what I was saying here of, I might need to go upgrade some of my gear. Well, let's give it another shot. This will probably be the last shot I give it for today. Right, can't capture that. The timing for getting the counter is very specific. I'm trying to get better at it. Did you just jump out of the... Okay, I was afraid you jumped out of the arena. Oh, no, no, no. You still learn. Oh, nope, nope. You're doing this again. There we go. Got it that round. Yeah, that's right. Throw it so that it's out of this arena. Ow. Good, you're close enough that time. Ow! You're getting better at aiming, though. I don't like that. Here we go. I finally actually get a good beat down this time. Alright, we're doing this again. Which I think is really just dodge and jump up. Alright, now you're doing 1, 2, 3. I keep hitting the trigger instead of the shoulder button. The shoulder button is the thing to bring out shield. Alright. Alright, you've learned. Well, have particle beams to your face, which did not do much. Oh, you've got wing mode now. Okay. Okay. Get away in time. Okay, yeah, I cannot damage her in this mode right now, it looks like. Considering those missiles just kept on swirling. Nope! Away, away, away! Alright, let's not be too showy. Let's do that. Shoot you with some missiles. And I'm getting too showy trying to get the counter again. Okay, I don't think I can dodge that thing. There we go. Unfortunately, you are in the I've learned state now. Okay, stay on the Diglin for now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that should have hit you. Ow. Ow! You're being more problematic up here than usual. And now it's this mode. Great. Ow! So many ice powers! Why don't I have ice powers? Ah, that should have counted. Get away, get away! There we go, that one counted. Wait, why am I on this sword? I want to be hit, dash. Hit. No, dash. Hit, dash. And still got me, okay. It is taking double hits, and I am hoping my controller isn't double hitting. You're just staying in the air because you know I have a hard time hitting you, aren't you? Missed enough, so now you do the get away from me. Got it. There we go. I think you're going to be down this time as long as I can keep hitting you. Nope, nope. Not yet. Need one more. Okay. There we go. Counters are actually good if I can do them. I'm just real bad at doing them. There we go, this should be it. Oh, don't tell me I have to finish it with... Okay. I guess I have to finish it with a R1. There we go. There we go. She's down. But isn't she supposed to be tied to us?
You can just leave it to me, Melissa. Step aside, I'll handle her. This will be a great chance to experiment. Allow me to send you through a one-way portal to hell.
I hope it isn't actually one way. Oh, so he seems confused.
What's happening? Something's wrong.
He's going to be sucked into his own one-way portal, isn't he?
That bastard. He tricked me.
Yep. Castor, we saw you for like one cutscene. Okay, I'd say save Melissa. Oh, we can't save Melissa. Or are we getting sucked? Okay, no, we're not. That was weird. We saw things of how we're supposedly tied to Melissa. Thanks, Saber. Oof. And there they go, spinning out of that portal into a very sandy region. That was a voice? I assume they're doing this to... Yep, time passes. She manages to dig him out. Oh, she seems happy at least. And she made an ice cube for him to have some water. What the heck, dude? She's just trying to help you cool off in this desert when you're wearing all that. Oh yeah, it certainly does. He is also doing nothing but cursing in lots of expletives, I guess. Oh, there's a box. He was just crushed by the box! Like, many old games got around scaling by first showing a character small in the background, then moving them off screen to make them reappear. Yep. Oh,
all
hi.
Obstacles have been cleared. Time to uncover your true destiny.
Okay, well, I guess I have a door out of here at least. So, time to head out.
Anne, can you hear me?
Hey, we're back here.
Please answer me.
I can hear you, Ayane. I'm all good.
You had me so worried. Where have you been? I searched the whole area and couldn't find your signal.
I went through some kind of gate and ended up in a completely different place. Just ruins. Somewhere outside. I was attacked by 2 people. They both came after me, then suddenly got sucked into another portal.
Thank goodness you're all right. I was so frightened.
Weird thing is, I think the masked woman mentioned them.
My head is spinning. As long as you're safe and everything is good.
Yep. Well, let's take a look at this quickly. Finally, stable enough to make sure I keep it permanently open. Great for the project, and also fixes any homesickness issues I might have had. I know Melissa feels at home there, and that's good enough for me. I'd better hurry up. Time is pressing, and I need to show more progress soon. Castor. Well, that's about all we get from him. Like, was that a side boss? Yeah. Alright, Corn Dude. Welcome to the corn shop. Endorphins are great, are good when you have a cold. Do you want one? Yeah, sure, let's stock up on corn juice again, because man, I went through it. And we'll go ahead to the save point, and I think... Let me check something quickly after I save. Because I know I've got one thing this afternoon and one thing this evening, but I need to double check when the afternoon thing is. Let's see. Oh, I've got time. I have 2 hours before that's ready. So let's continue onwards for at least another hour in this. I do wonder if that right there was like an optional boss or something. Nope, that's a grenade. That's a grenade. Okay, you're not allowed to be up here. Like I said, you're not allowed to. I'm trying to not let them fight back, Ayane. Believe me. Alright. Nope, nope. Recombine. Thank you. That is a lot of mine. Get rid of this guy because he's a little bit more annoying right now. Oh, you... You know what? Come on back. Focus your fire. Come on. Okay, that little... Of course, after I finish the... Okay, that thing's just been annoying. Oh, you're dead. Oh, yes, yes. That's actually a good thing. Thank you. Well, let's do this to watch my health. You know, the thing that gives me back so much of it. Like, if nothing else, that thing's largely just my... Oh, those are missiles. That form at this point is more of my recover health skill. No, just good enough. Unfortunately, you were smart enough to get away from me while your shield was down.
Just give up.
Oh, right, I've got that also I forgot about. Ow! I would like you guys to stop. Please. The missiles are the biggest problem right now. Oh, you're gonna explode and take me out. Okay, good, you did.
Just give up.
And now you should be gone, right? Not yet. Okay, you've got Sliver. There we go.
Better move on.
Well, we unlocked whatever was keeping us in here, I guess. Am I not allowed up there? Jump, jump, over. Okay, there we go. That was strange. Wait. I've been that way. What I want is down below. Okay. Well, that was a combat that I badly got destroyed in. Oh, hey, collect. I can deal with you, which will probably bring me over there. Or deal with you. Cursed ram. Oh, crush, not cursed. Okay. Hey, it's Corn Guy again. More importantly, it's another save point. Corn Guy, if you're here, that tells me there's another boss over this way, isn't there?
Yo.
Welcome to the corn shop. It's a special corn shop that has nothing to do with the one run by a guy with mecha arms. Okay.
Here should be the research facility's exit. I wonder how far down Central Intelligence is.
Access denied still. Well. Can't interact with that, so the other way we go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this today, but if nothing else, I think I will finish this by next weekend.
We've been here. It's where we met Dr. Monkestein.
So you want me to get over there. Well, thankfully there is a healing thing over here. Because I am at 76 health. Actually, did I get enough Grom points? Yes, I did. Increase attack power. I don't need backpack size at this point. Increasing reward isn't bad. Luck, I think, increases how much I crit. So, you know what? We'll go with that. All in for the luck. And some nice healing. And you know what? Let's upgrade some things. Because I don't have enough to upgrade what I want. Never mind. Because I'd like to increase the shield. Reduces reload time. I don't need... I really don't need those. Because I don't use those that much. Light sword equipped. Press that to rupture. Press again to perform a follow-up. That's not too bad. But I want other things. Also, actually, you know what? I'm going to see if I have enough to make some new weapons. So, we are going to do things a little weirdly. Biological research base. Research base area B. Guess we're going to Alan's research base, which I still don't know how to open his chest over here. Kinda wish I did. Oh well. The immeasurable crater may have been part of our history for a long time, but scientists have yet to identify what truly caused its appearance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure by the end of this we will know what caused the appearance of that giant hole from the beginning of the game. New items in the workshop. I still have no clue what this is what this one is. I'm gonna have to look around later to see where I can find clues for that. Because there should be clues somewhere around here to tell me what it is. You're still just going to tell me that. So we're just going to head on out. Yeah, I can't... Oh! Hi! Thing that I apparently could have opened from the beginning of the game and never did. Well, head on up. It is very strange that somehow the Doctor had that base there in the beginning, and then just it got so much bigger. Alright, craftable person is up this way, I think. Yes, Joy's Weapon Workshop. Alright, first things first, dismantle all this stuff I got. I got 7 of those. That enough? That's enough to craft 1 of these, but not more. Huh. That's not bad. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with the twin blades. They're the ones I use the most. I have the absorb ones now. Combine into... Yeah, sure. No, I don't really use grenades. Let's go ahead and weapons. Oh! Also, at some point, I swapped to a weaker one. Ugh. Anyway. Yeah, these are the new ones. So let's give it... Yeah, increased crit chance, increased piercing, and increased crit chance. Yeah, let's take a look at the chip shop also. Alright, do you have chip remodeling? Well. Okay. Well then. I guess I can't do anything here. Oh well. The only other thing I could do is pick up some other healing items or foodstuffs from the vending machines, but I don't think they've ever really been that great. Actually, I could see if JJ has a, I think his name is JJ.
Hey!
Well, I'm not going to see his weapon. That is a better greatsword than what I've got. It's going to cost me all of my money if I pick it up, though. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on that, because... who knows, maybe I'll luck out. This is not how to get back to the doctors. This is how to get back to the doctors. Oh, yes, and here's the place I was mentioning of all the old games. Including, like, some fighter game, 2 things that feel like Formula Racer, and a old, like, Neo Geo shmup. How big is the... I'm sorry, Jason, I missed that. How big is the immeasurable crater? Oh, about 5 miles deep. Alright, now then. Let's head on back to Research Area Beta. Yeah, it seems pretty measurable. Honestly, I have no big I have no idea how big the thing actually is. It's that crater we saw at the beginning that they tried to blow up for some reason. So, you know, make a hole go away by making it a hole. No, I think I want to go back the way that I was. Because I couldn't do anything from the other path. Is there any other level 3 door? There is another door over there that I didn't go into. You know what? Let's see if I can actually go do that. Because there might be something over here. Even if it's just, you know, another boss. The game really does not like me being there. Alright. So I need to go up to get to that. And to go up, I need to be over here. Oh geez, there are people here again. Well, at least this means people respawn so I can, you know, actually level up for a change.
Focus your fire.
That's right, shoot yourselves! Oh, whoops.
Focus your fire.
And you're down. Wait, you should be down. You have no health. Oh, hello, guy. Alright, now we can climb back up. Who knows, maybe we'll find the monkey guy. Okay, I think I see what I need to actually do. Alright. There we go. All this to get up here. I'm going to find out if this is like... This wasn't a security door! Ever! Alright. UTN Agreement. Supplementary provisions. Regarding the handling of biological samples commissioned by ThinkingStars, the consortium will reevaluate the samples sent to the test area. For individuals with abnormal indicators, reflexes, leadership, aggression, and other indicators, see document Sigma 142. A population survival observation experiment with boundaries will be conducted. Experimenters are prohibited from excessively interfering with the samples. Still, they are required to regularly record all changes of the individuals and the nature of the population. Okay, that's a little creepy. Some more healing, another monitor to look at. Oh, and a bunch of other stuff. Is the experiment still underway? Yeah, the supervisor didn't ask me to stop that project, so we keep documenting it. Must be boring. I read this already. Okay. Special shape bolt. Energy battery. Okay, now we can actually go that other path. Which, hopefully, there will be a door. Yes, this should be a door that lets me out. It is not a door that lets me out. So then I must need to go to the other. I need to go down. And that guy's probably still just jammering gibberish. There we go. Alright. It's gotta be something over here to the right this time. Because, like, I got access denied when I tried from the other side as well. So, like, I'm hoping something's changed over here, but probably nothing's changed. Which means I'm missing something. Access denied, so I am missing something. I should be able to jump over to that, but it won't let me. Because it's not a combat area. So... let's go back to the right, where we met the monkey doctor. Invisible walls. Like, not even just that, it's more of a, oh, this isn't 2D side-scrolling area, so you're not allowed to jump yet. Thank you. Head on back. And then I guess there must be something over here that I missed. Got over there. Corn guy's over here.
Here should be the research facility's exit. I wonder how far down Central Intelligence is.
Yeah, that's what you said last time. Access denied. Oh. But I've got this lift that I didn't notice. Okay. Oh, well, that looks happy. That looks very happy.
Poor doctor person. I guess he died for science?
Yep,
no
for science.
Access card on him, though. I guess we... What's that sound? Hey, watch out! And the ground!
Well, I guess we're going to find out how low Central Intelligence is. Oh, and we're being observed. Oh, it's this thing from the beginning of the game. Now we get to fight a real one. Oh, but he moves the arena, huh? Okay, ow. Okay, I don't get an R1 on him for some reason. Whatever. Alright, you know what? I want my health back. And apparently I can Sonic Spinball, I've learned. I have a lot more things to deal with you than I did at the beginning of the game, guy. Even if you were just a data version. Oh, it just crawled into the ground. I don't like. I don't like. Ow. Your shield's down. Let's do all the damage I can to you now. Come on. Oh, you're just tail swiping. Did I take damage from that one? There we go. Now I get to R1 to finish him. With a punch, apparently. Okay. Oh, there's a sword. Can't you crawl into the ground? Nope. Nope, but for... that thing's still alive. That thing doesn't die, does it?
Oh, darling, that was just wow. Also, you changed into an Ultra again.
Wait, isn't lizard from Alan's combat simulation?
Must be one of his experiments, I guess.
Well, examine. Even after taking so many hits, it's still alive and kicking. What a nasty creature. Yep, its only real weakness is cutscenes and its head being pinned to the ground. Well, the doctors let us in. Oh, thing to hack here. Hello? There we go. No. Have to keep the button held. You turn all of them. You turn just those two. There we go. To be fair, I'm also weak to having my head pinned to the ground. Yeah, most of us are, especially when it's with a spike through your head. Like, honestly, it's impressive that it's still able to try to wiggle around as it can. Project synopsis. 68025OD is a gigantic reptile that shares a lot of biological characteristics with a lizard. Also referred to as Varanus, the variant has the ability to penetrate and lurk in various matter densities. Because it has been contained in a highly concentrated acid liquid M010Z, its body has started storing the acid, which it can now use as a weapon. Security forces responsible for this subject need to be equipped with acid resistance protection gear. Control measures. Due to consortiums having been unable to induce the creature into either a state of weakness or death, priority is given to making sure the variant is contained within an unescapable location. To this end, it is placed in an enormous containment chamber. Its four walls are extremely slippery and on all sides surrounded by a high, dense liquid. At set times and under observation of Level 3 security forces, the chamber is checked and repaired. Control guidelines. Ensure the chamber's four walls remain at friction value that is close to 0, and through regular checks, avoid any damage to the surrounding walls. Any kind of damaged surface may allow the variant to escape immediately. I think we damaged the wall. I think it's going to get out. Alright, so only other thing is this. Okay. Here's them dealing with the thing before. Or is that another one? Maybe that's another one. Well, we can head back up.
Oh, now I get it. Through the terminal we just hacked, we have access to the next part.
Let's look for that.
Why are
monkey
they
in a
wearing
lab
Santa
coat.
hats? I have no idea. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. And that's it for this bottom floor, I guess. So, up we go. Oh, thanks for the, moving staircase. That seems so very excessive. And we can finally go across that tiny gap. What do you do? Oh. So I need to go that way, but you are going to let me go to another place, maybe? Maybe? This is going to be a strange puzzle, isn't it? Alright, so we moved it over to here, which lets us access these two doors. Why can I not? Because I was just hitting a wall. Okay. Got a bunch of stuff. Yeah, you want me into that upper one. I want to check these two lower areas. Oh, hey, it's a horror ball. That's what happened to everyone in here. The horror ball. Research base, level 2 security measures. When entities other than variants enter the base, or when personnel in the research base overstep their authority, or when supervisors or higher ranking employees in the base stop brain signal transmission, or when an employee reports the monitoring facility detects the presence of Archive 005 outside the containment room, immediately activate level 2 security for the research base. Dispatch the security team and activate laser scanning and slicing. Activate high voltage circuits for extermination. Use special obstacles to stop targets from advancing. Once level 2 security has been activated, all employees should immediately return to and stay in the staff quarters for shelter until the department doctor orders the security measures to be lifted. Otherwise, the personnel safety of employees cannot be guaranteed. Hey, some more bear paw. Okay, well, let's go see what's in this room. Well, we're going to go over this way first. And fall all the way down, apparently. Ooh. Oh, just particle ammo. I thought I was going to get another version of that gun. Sample equipment handling code. Do not bring sample weapons into restrooms. Do not sneak a sample weapon into a secure boat to test its effectiveness. Do not use sample weapons to open doors. Do not use sample weapons to damage your office or funds. Do not take sample weapons out of the sample equipment showroom. Do not use a modified sample weapon for a hot pot in the showroom. Do not breach this code. Who tried using a weapon to make hot pot? That seems like a bad idea. Some more missile ammo and particle ammo. Cybernetico. I can't grab onto that. Okay. Something. There we go. Double jump, double jump, double jump. I am failing double jump for no good reason. Something with me, probably. Ooh. And another area. Ooh, AP calibration chip. I'll take that. Well, time to head on back. Oh, actually, before I head back, we have this thing. What? Why did I just fall off? That was weird. And we get some mistite. Alright. Well, how did if I go down here? I reach a dead end. Okay. So, time... What does... Okay, that one, I guess, brings this probably over to here. Yeah, because that one brought it over to there. So now the ones that I skipped are what I need to use to proceed forward, or to resume to where I was, I guess. And it's always just moving this T-shaped thing, which is kind of strange to me. But oh well. This is just overly convoluted. We've seen phasers being used to heat up rocks to create makeshift campfire in Star Trek. Okay, fair. But, like, I don't think they would need to do that in this area, to be fair. Or they shouldn't. Well, only way to go is down. And again, I'm going down, but this elevator cutscene always makes me feel like the elevator is rising. Not like it's going down. Oh, hi, guy.
G's people took the kid.
Don't think this will stop me.
I still have.
His voice changed.
Hey, what's wrong? Useless scum. Go to hell. All of you.
What is going on with this guy?
I don't have enough time. I must finish it before G.
What is going on with this guy? Electric drill and another closed circuit television. Alright. I assume there's going to be another teleportation thing soon. Research space level 3 security measures. When archive blank does not change color for 0.3 seconds, or when losing sight of archive redacted, or when archive redacted makes any abnormal sounds, or when personnel enters the room of archive redacting stays for more than 143 seconds, or when 3 males and 1 female pass through the entrance to archive blank's room at the same time, immediately activate level 3 security for the research base. Lock all operable doors, deny all personnel's access, and pressurize/heat up all sealed security passages or fill them with water. The area supervisor should use the data deleted passage for quick relocation and immediately submit the work ledger. Yeah, that's strangely specific. Oh, well. Hey, corn guy. Josh Von Korn sells the best corn juice. But you are a weapons guy. So let's dismantle all this stuff. I didn't get any of the things I need. Did I? Yeah, I need whatever those gold bar things are. Charger for large equipment, cracked motherboard. Ooh, another thing. ARC transport plan failed. The Council's resolution dictated that the ARC transport plan should be implemented in parallel. The plan consists of 3 stages: search, screening, and transport. Current stage, search for new continent. Result, failed. Retained samples, survivors in the 2 sample ARCs all became mentally disordered. Important files in the ARC were lost. Follow-up actions. Keep a smaller ARC and transfer it to the Consortium Space A. Abandon the larger ARC in C2, the place of departure. Empty all data carriers and re-import false data as a smokescreen. Cover up the Consortium traces and eliminate impacts on society. Good old Shadow Organizations, keeping all of the details. Welcome to the corn shop. The guy on the other side is the finest mecha parts dealer around. My brother, Francis Von Korn. Well, I'm gonna stock up on some corn juice. And I'm gonna make use of this. Because I think at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and actually call the stream here for the day. I know it's a little sudden, but we've been going for about 3 hours, and I've got another 3-hour stream later today. So, let me just go ahead and swap things over once I